certainly it relates to the matter that has been referred by the Honorable Minister to the tribunal. And at this time, our attorney, Mr. Obie Ferguson, will speak to you. And I suppose we'll have some words to say. And of course, you can send your questions to us, and we'll feel that. Mr. Obie Ferguson.
Thank you very much. I'm going to try to raise my voice as high as I could. Today is a very special day for Customs and Immigration and the clerical workers. This is not only a day for nomination, but it's a day that the Customs and Immigration officers, as a unit, and the clerical workers stuck together to bring the result that we have today, to begin this process of some satisfactory resolution between the parties. The minister was involved to some extent in having this matter referred to the tribunal. But we took the position very clearly that until all matters are done correctly and pursuant to the law, we will not be moved. That's the position we took. I also indicated this is a matter of urgency, it's a matter of priority, and in the interest of this union and the workers, customs, immigration, the clerical workers, it was important that it be given urgent attention. The tribunal cases, presently they're working on 2009, 2010. So you can imagine if we just agreed for this matter to be filed, this matter will be heard sometime possibly in 2016, 2015. But as a result of the resolute position of this union and the workers, the officers, clerical workers, we are now being asked to submit by the 18th of this month, that is tomorrow, skeleton arguments to be used at the tribunal for the purposes of bringing this matter to some resolution. For the purpose of the press and certainly for the purpose of the workers, the 19th and the 20th are the days set for trial. So within this week, it is expected that the burning issues affecting customs and immigration will be adjudicated in the tribunal, which is indeed a court of fact. So I'm very satisfied, my colleagues are satisfied that the attention needed will be in place, certainly as of tomorrow. I'm terribly elated as a result of the resolute position this union has taken. And I can assure all customs, immigration, clerical workers, with the team of officers that you have in place, they will be with me at the tribunal. You go to work based on the schedule that you are presently on, and leave the rest to your leadership. Follow your leader. We are here today because you follow your leaders. Don't listen to nobody else. If they meant you good, we won't be here today. Don't listen to them. Talking about cut and pay and all that. I don't respond to those things. Let's do what we're supposed to do. And if we do what we're supposed to do, so you voted for the union, you voted overwhelmingly. For the strike, you voted overwhelmingly. But don't you think you deserve a halfway decent agreement? Yes. Rest assured. Rest assured. We want to show them how intelligent and how reasonable we are. But we are afraid to do that which we can do. We are afraid. If some of them were afraid, they shouldn't be afraid now. Because I said at the beginning, they can't fire nobody. Let nobody frighten you, talk, but they can fire you. They can't do it.
First of all, let me certainly thank our attorney, Mr. Obie Ferguson, and president of the TUC, for a tremendous job done so far. From we started this journey in 2010, Mr. Ferguson gave certain assurances to us, and he has been consistent. He has delivered, and the workers in the Customs Immigration Allied Workers Union ought to be proud of the level of representation that has come from our attorneys. And I say this, let me say to the entire community, the Bahamian community, that on behalf of the president, my president, Mr. Shandor Khan Wilson, I am pleased to say today, pursuant to what our attorney has already said to you, that we will be returning to work tomorrow morning. If your shift commences at 8 a.m., then you return to work, and we're going to do it in accordance with the law. We're not doing it because somebody felt they had some kind of ability to demand that we return to work. We're doing it because the law says that once that matter commences before the tribunal, we cannot be out on strike. So to the members throughout this country, no minister is telling you to return to work. We, and I on behalf of our president, Mr. Wilson, is saying to you, return to work to do the people's business tomorrow morning, first thing. Now I must say to the Office of the Director of Immigration, and certainly the Controller of Customs, it is imperative that you see the need to yourselves look up at the law. Look and see what the law says. And don't act prematurely and simply waste the court's time to seek to cut the workers. The level of intimidation that we've experienced during this time, I never thought possible in this country. But you know, you must remember, these are the same persons, the Customs and Immigration staff, who make you look good on a day-to-day basis. So please, desist from seeking to intimidate the staff. They have a right to partner with us. We know some of you in the offices, you want to be with us, but they told you certain things. Well, we want to assure you that they can do nothing to you, and anything they seek to do to you, they are doing to us. I'll say in the words of the famous Will Smith, we ride together, we die together. The union is one. I'm sure we're going to be able to answer some questions in the field, but let me let Alma speak to the issue, Mr. President, of the money being paid and who's paying the money. Come on, sit here.
As we go back to work, we seek not to make overtime, but we're still in search of a proper salary. But to the general public, we want you to understand that our overtime, 85% of the overtimes comes from the traveling public, that's the cruise ship, the airlines, and the private entities and the cargo vessels that comes into the country. We don't want to go back on overtime. We want a proper salary. But until a proper salary is in place, if the overtime is afforded us, we will work it until a proper shift system is in place. And we say to the public again, 85% of that overtime is not paid from the public purse. It is paid from private entity. And the sad thing about it, we are still collecting the overtime. The government has just changed the name from overtime to attendance fee. We still collect millions of dollars in the name of attendance fee, which is the same thing as overtime, before 9 and after 5 p.m. every day, all day on Saturdays and public holidays.
Thank you. Very good. If you have any questions, please feel free.
Are you concerned at all about pay cuts for yesterday and today, considering the minister called your action today and yesterday illegal?
Honestly, not in the least, because what is going to come in short order? I could probably get cut 3, 4, 5 days and it would make a difference.
So,
What is to come in the future that we anticipate? I could get cut maybe for 2, 3, 4, 5 days and it doesn't make a difference. So no, we're not concerned about being cut.
Mr. Ferguson, do you expect a ruling on the 20th?
Could very well be. We were given 2 days. 1 day for skeleton arguments, 2 days for trial. The issue here is very straightforward, in our view. We don't anticipate a problem. If they had done it earlier, we would be here.
And when did you get the official document? You said you wouldn't go back to work until you got an official document saying the matter was referred to the tribunal today?
Yep.
And so true to our word, like we said, once we have the official documents in hand, we're going to work. But you understand?
what's the official document? What is it? A certificate? What is it? A letter?
There's a number of things. It's a notice, originating application. Yeah, it's an originating application which commences the action. Dates have been established in this process. And the date for skeleton arguments, that date has been established. So this is the document that gives the tribunal the power to act on it. The minister saying, I refer, doesn't do the job, even though the public is of that view. It's more than a letter. You have to move the court, and this moves the court. That's the difference. So, in talking about strike, he signed the strike vote. He signed that. And he cannot have the authority to invalidate what he signed. He's what we call functus officio. You don't have no power. I threaten you over there. If you do that, I'm going to do that. The law is clear. The minister is bound by the law, just like the prime minister, just like the attorney general. These people are just like me. If I violate the law, I will be dealt with. If Mr. Sloan does something consistent with the law, he will be dealt with. Bahamians do not allow these people to come talk a whole bunch of garbage.
That's right.
That's all they're doing.
It is interesting if you look at the headlines of the Tribune this morning, right?
That's right.
And it's so incendiary. It makes you think that, Jesus, them people can get damaged. But you know what he simply did? Having referred the matter that he's obliged to do, and he did, that's all his role is.
Yeah.
Now, the part that would deal with penalty and imprisonment is if while the tribunal is going on, we seek to strike. We ain't fool.
Do a lecture.
We are going to do what the law say. I can't afford they ain't paying me enough to take $200 from me. You understand? So him putting that there, I only smiled at it, you know. But that is designed to cause the public believe.
That's right. So we can get do it.
And maybe even to save face from his standpoint. But like Mr. Obie Ferguson said, what is that big word?
Functus officio.
Functus officio. He ain't got no power. And that's no disrespect to his office, you know. It is just what it is.